People think bugging in is simple. Lock the doors, sit tight, wait it out. But the reality is far harder. It's a survival job that never ends. When disaster strikes and the outside world becomes hostile or unsafe, home is your last refuge, but it won't protect you unless you make it ready. If you want to survive in your home after a collapse, there are hard truths you need to face now, not when it's too late. Let's break them down, one by one. First, you are the hospital now. Imagine your child spikes a fever at 2 a.m., or you slip and slice your hand open while chopping wood. There's no ambulance coming, no urgent care, no pharmacy open 24 hours. You are the first responder, the nurse, and the doctor. Most preppers throw a first aid kit in a closet and call it a day. But survival medicine is more than a box of bandages. You'll need wound care supplies, sterile gauze, antiseptic solutions, sutures, and gloves. Over-the-counter medications for pain, inflammation, allergies, and infections. And if you can, antibiotics, fish antibiotics, veterinary options, or prescriptions where legally obtained. But even that isn't enough. You need the skills. Do you know how to irrigate a deep wound without causing further damage? How to monitor for infection over days? How to manage dehydration from vomiting or diarrhea? You'll need to learn splinting, CPR, burn treatment, and basic triage. You'll need to recognize the signs of heat exhaustion in the summer and frostbite in the winter. Now is the time to learn, to take courses, to practice on your family in drills. Waiting until you're in crisis is too late. Second, the never-ending job. The movies show bugging in as restful. A family sits together, reading books by candlelight, waiting for order to return. Reality will be different. Every single day, you'll have dozens of tasks: inspecting the perimeter, maintaining tools, filtering water, cooking from scratch without electricity, cleaning waste buckets, rotating stock to prevent spoilage, repairing broken gear. There are no weekends, no holidays, no sleeping in. If your water collection system breaks overnight, you can't wait a week to fix it. If food spoils because you forgot to rotate it, that's calories lost forever. Survival is a constant balance of work and vigilance. If you rest too long, complacency creeps in, and the moment you let your guard down, something fails. And don't forget morale. Keeping spirits up is a job, too. Third, waste management and disease. In modern life, we flush the toilet and it's gone. In collapse, it's your problem. And the longer you wait, the worse it gets. You'll need a plan to safely dispose of human waste, food scraps, and trash. Otherwise, your home becomes a breeding ground for bacteria, insects, and rodents. The basics: a 5-gallon bucket, heavy-duty liners, sawdust or kitty litter to control odor, composting toilets if you can afford them, burn pits or burial sites placed far from your water supply. But it's more than waste. What about spoiled food? Dead pests? Mold in the corners of your home? From lack of ventilation? Disease thrives in filth, typhoid, cholera, dysentery. These aren't medieval problems. They're what happens when sanitation breaks down. You'll need bleach, soap, vinegar, and a disciplined cleaning schedule. Open windows when possible. Dry out damp areas. Keep food sealed tight. Ignore sanitation, and your bug-in plan becomes a death trap. Fourth, your house isn't a fortress. You might have deadbolts and cameras, but to the desperate, your home is a warehouse full of life-saving supplies. Defense starts with mindset. The goal isn't to fight off attackers. It's to prevent the fight altogether. Start outside. Thorny bushes under windows. Fencing. Barricades that funnel people into choke points. Remove hiding spots. Use noise deterrents. Gravel walkways. Hanging cans. Tripwire alarms. At night, use blackout curtains to keep your lights from showing. Inside, reinforce doors with long screws. In the frames, door braces, and locks on secondary entry points. The goal? Make your home look like too much trouble for too little reward. The unprepared will move on to easier targets. Fifth, backup power won't last forever. It's easy to throw a generator in the garage and call it a plan, but fuel runs dry, solar batteries fail, and electronics burn out. A generator might buy you a week, a solar system, maybe months, but long-term survival means adapting to life without power. Prioritize what matters. Lighting for safety and morale. Communication to stay informed. Refrigeration only if you can maintain it without burning through resources. Practice now. Cook over a fire. Wash clothes by hand. Warm your home with layers instead of a thermostat. And when your power systems fail, and eventually they will, you won't panic. You'll adapt. Sixth, space will feel smaller every day. Look around your home right now. Imagine it packed with hundreds of pounds of food, dozens of gallons of water, medical supplies, tools, and the people you care about most. Suddenly, the rooms shrink. Clutter causes stress. Poorly stored supplies attract pests. A disorganized home is dangerous in an emergency. Use your vertical space, shelves, hooks, and underbed storage. Keep pathways clear for movement in the dark. And rotate your stock. Don't store what you won't use. If your living room looks like a warehouse, no one will want to be there during a crisis. Comfort and function both matter when you're stuck indoors for weeks on end. Seventh, mental survival is as critical as physical survival. Isolation breaks people. Fear paralyzes them. Boredom chips away at their will to fight. You need to protect your mindset as fiercely as your supplies. Plan ways to pass the time. Books, music, card games, puzzles. Rotate chores to prevent burnout. Create small celebrations. Mark the end of a week, the completion of a project, or even just surviving another day. Most importantly, talk to each other. Don't let fear and anger fester in silence. A strong mind can carry a weak body, but a broken mind fails, no matter how prepared. Eighth, food is more than calories. Yes, rice and beans will keep you alive, but not healthy, and certainly not happy. Your body needs fats, proteins, and vitamins to thrive. Without them, your immune system weakens, your energy drops, and recovery from illness slows. Stock canned meats, cooking oils, powdered milk, multivitamins, and dried fruits and vegetables, but also stock morale food, coffee, chocolate, seasonings to make bland meals bearable, and when possible, supplement your pantry with fresh produce from a garden or wild foraging. Grow sprouts indoors for fast greens. The body feeds the will. Don't neglect either. Ninth, time is your most important investment. Gear is useful but only in trained hands. Owning a fire extinguisher means nothing if you've never pulled the pin. Having a water filter is useless if you've never assembled it in the dark. Start now. Practice your evacuation routes. Run security drills. Try living a weekend without power. Test your solar chargers, your cook stoves, your water catchment systems. Fail while it's safe to fail. Because when collapse comes, you won't rise to the occasion. You'll fall to your level of preparation. The cost of bugging in isn't just money. It's your energy, your time, your discipline, your grit. It's a full-time job that starts long before the world goes dark. Start today. Learn the skills. Test your plans. Build your team. Because when the grid falls silent, the only help you'll have is the help you built for yourself. Stay sharp. Stay unseen. Stay alive. Subscribe for more real-world survival. No fluff, just readiness.